Okay, a video on how to use the TV in Roku. So we'll use the Roku remote here and we'll just hit the power button. There was a little red light that was on the bottom corner that just flickered, letting you know the TV is turning on. And it does take a moment to warm up. And it should come right to HDMI 2 and the Roku home screen. You can see it says HDMI 2 and this is the Roku home screen. If it does not, that means the source is probably wrong, and that's when you would use this JVC remote. This button is source. If we hit it, it will say HDMI and all your other options. On this TV, it's HDMI 2. On most of the TVs that I set up, it's HDMI 1, but the shape of the Roku device required putting it in slot 2 on this TV. So the advantage of using the Roku is it has a guest mode, and typically when you first sign on, it'll have an option on the bottom to select your checkout date, which is great. So you just hit enter, you just arrow over to your date and hit enter, and then it will say setting up guest mode. And that's really nice because then when you log on to any of these services like Netflix or Prime, your login information automatically gets signed out on the day that you select. So Roku has a bunch of these apps on the right side, like Sling and Hulu and Spectrum and various things. And if you don't see the one you want, you can go and search for it, which is what this is here. I selected search, and then you can type in whichever service you might want. And to get back to the home screen, this is one of the key features on the Roku, is this back button and the home screen button. So I'll hit home, and then a lot of people want to know how to watch live TV. And so there's two options. One is Spectrum. The internet service provider here is Spectrum, and so it comes with some live TV options. If the Spectrum app isn't showing because someone deleted it, you can just go and simply search for the app and it won't require a login. And then when it opens up to this and it says exit to live, so I'll use my remote and I'll go up to guide and I'll hit OK, and then it will bring up the guide and you can go through and find whatever channel you might be looking for up and down, and then select it, of course, like you normally would. So I just chose CNN and it'll bring up CNN. And then I want to get back to the home screen, so I hit home again on the remote. And another place to watch live TV is, I'll go down, go back to the home screen, go over, and go down to the Roku channel, which also has a lot of live TV options, or some on-demand options as well with movies and old TV shows and even current TV shows. But I'll just select the live TV. I hit OK, and it brings up the live TV and takes you right to the menu where you can go up and down and see what's available. So one of the things I mentioned before is how nice it is that you can sign into your own apps. So here I'll select Netflix, and it's not logged in. So up there it says use remote or use phone. So if you go over to use phone, let's go up and go over to use phone. Then you can aim your camera at that QR code and it will make it easy for you to log into your service, whatever it might be. As long as your phone or your tablet is logged in, it'll be very easy. So some of the problems people have is they turn on the TV and the Roku isn't on. So either it's on the wrong HDMI setting or someone has unplugged it. You have a few problematic places, like this could be unplugged. Here's the Roku device, the light's on, so we know it's on. And it plugs in down here, and sometimes people take that charging cube to use for another device, so that's some of the things that can happen. On other TVs, the Roku device sits like underneath the TV, and you can usually see if there's a light on. One of the easiest things to do if it's not working is simply to unplug it. and wait 5 seconds and plug it back in and it will reboot. So I would check the source first by using the TV remote, finding the source button, and make sure that it's on HDMI 2 for this TV, 1 for most other TVs. And and then if you're not, the other thing I would do is simply get your Roku remote and hit the home button and see if that fixes things. And if it doesn't, oftentimes it means that you need new batteries in the Roku remote, which there are extra batteries in the drawer in most cases. The drawer by the microwave in particular. That's really the things to know about using the Roku. All right, thanks for watching.